In this video, I will explain the main features of the TY-300. TY-300 is a 30 inches roll-to-roll based print and cut device, capable of printing for DTF applications, as well as printing and contour cutting coated media compatible with water-based inks, and also cutting cut vinyl. This makes the TY-300 an extremely versatile device, which covers a lot of highly different applications with print speeds up to close to 23 square meters per hour. The VersaWorks RIP software, as well as the DG Connect monitoring software, are both optimized to be used with the TY-300 and are complementary parts of the device. TY-300 is capable of printing CMYK and white simultaneously, which secures a high precision between color and white layers. Integrated sheet cut, which can be initiated from both the device as well as in the RIP, provides an easy workflow, and using the perforated sheet cut functionality, print jobs can be easily separated when needed without the operator having to cut the sheets manually. The TY-300 has two print heads placed in staggered position. One print head printing CMYK and the other printing white. A circulation system circulates the white ink to keep the high density pigments of the white ink flowing through the system. The TY-300 uses water-based pigmented inks which are Ecotex certified. The 6 slots holds CMYK and white, where 2 slots are dedicated to white, which provides a high density of white to cover dark materials. Inks are supplied in 500 ml cartridges and has a shelf life of up to 12 months from the manufacturing date. The ink type name is SPG2-5 and the onboard cleaning liquid is CJCl. A touch LCD panel makes the operating of the TY-300 as easy as can be, even for the inexperienced operators. All relevant information is available to the operator. Simply click the buttons and follow the instructions. From the touch panel display, the operator can easily reach the most commonly used functions. The fast forward and reverse buttons are especially useful for loading the optional shaker dryer. The LCD display also communicates information and warnings to the operator. The submenu page gives access to in-depth features and settings optimizing print quality and overall configuring of the TY-300. When printing for DTF applications, Roland DT offers additional components needed in this production. Transfer film, which is the media to print on. Glue powder is added to the wet ink, whereafter it is melted and dried in an oven. A combined shaker and dryer, which automatically applies, melts, and dries the glue powder to the print in a continuous process without operator intervention. All 3 components are tested and optimized for usage with the TY-300 and the inks used. The following clips will demonstrate a manual workflow of adding and drying the glue powder, as well as transferring the graphics to create a final application. Considering the print speeds of the TY-300, it is recommended to install the automated shaker and dryer RDTFS 800, which is a perfect match for the larger DTF production. Utilizing this optional product is a subject to another video. Glue powder is applied while the ink surface is still relatively wet. Make sure that the powder is evenly distributed across the entire printed area. A small oven is used to melt the glue. After this process, the print can be stored to be applied at a later stage. Place the graphics on the item and heat press at 150 degrees for 25 seconds. These settings works for many applications but may vary, so testing is recommended to achieve the best result. The film offered from Roland TY is a cold peel film. This means that the item needs to cool down before removing the film. Cooling down secures a good adhesion of the print. After cooling down, the film can be removed. Post-pressing the item adds to the durability of the print. Using water-based inks allows for printing for other applications than just DTF. Water-based inks attaches to media which has a coating for this particular purpose, and many media are prepared for this. Typical applications would be flyers, posters, etc. And considering the inbuilt contour cutting functionality, cut-to-shape stickers and heat transfer products are interesting applications as well. TY-300 is also a great device for cutting cut vinyl and other cut media types, just as well as it would be done in a standalone cutter. This expands the capabilities of the device and it removes the need for a dedicated cutting device. The Roland TY product portfolio includes knives for many purposes, and every knife and knife holder fits all Roland TY print and cut devices as well as standalone cutters. TY-300 has proven to use very little ink for printing. If we are looking at the consumption on a generic t-shirt design, the print for a 29 by 35 centimeters using both CMYK and white uses as little as 3.7 milliliters, which translates to a cost of 0.51 euros. Let's compare the TY-300 with a couple of popular devices in the market from major competitors. Considering that the TY-300 is built on the Truvis platform, it has all the bells and whistles you would expect. Looking at a device from a Japanese competitor, we notice the rather small LCD screen, which doesn't really offer any detailed information and instructions for the operator. Also, having to look up instructions for manual maintenance in a manual risks the operator not bothering, which can result in a device not properly maintained. When installing a new bag of inks, an IC chip needs to be installed as well on this device. The Chinese product does not have an automated process for maintenance. This leaves the operator to perform manual maintenance more often, and in a production environment, this is most likely to be performed only when poor print quality is noticed, which will cause jobs to be reprinted, wasting both time, media, and ink. This particular device relies on a control software installed on a computer in order to handle ink flow to remedy ink sedimentation. Making simple adjustments such as feed and bidirectional adjustments takes more than 50% longer than compared to the TY-300. Considering installation of the devices, the Japanese device spends 40% more ink and needs some disassembling to promote ink through the ink lines. The Chinese product uses less ink for installation, but it does take a lot of time to install, considering both the ink fill part but also the overall installation, which takes a lot longer. Print quality is most likely to be a high priority for a potential customer comparing devices from different manufacturers. Overall, the TY-300 prints uniform color areas a lot better compared to the Chinese product. Thin lines are superior, as well as sharpness in details such as small letters on the TY. And quite importantly, the TY-300 print speeds are top of the class. When discussing DTF, the look and feel is important when the print has been applied to, say, a t-shirt. The inks used in the TY-300 is amazing in the vividness of colors. The ink layer has an extremely nice touch and feel, and it stretches a lot without cracking. Everyone wants a fast printer, and here the TY-300 also shines, being 30 to 35% faster than the Japanese competitor's product. Even the Chinese printer, which uses 4 print heads, is not even close to be matching the speed of the TY-300. Ink consumption tolls on the return of investment, a topic we meet at every demo for every product. The TY-300 spends very little ink in general due to the ink itself, but also the efficient color management handling in VersaWorks makes for vibrant colors using little ink. The Chinese product does not spend much ink as well, but the printouts on this device does seem rather dull when comparing to the TY-300. The Japanese competitor's product consumes a lot of ink when printing, but also when idle. A lot of DTF printing goes to textile applications, and washability is a natural consideration. In this example, we have washed t-shirts 50 times. They have been left to dry 10 times. The t-shirts were washed inside out in a cold water wash. Looking at the prints after this test, we clearly see that the prints from the TY-300 still looks great, but both the prints from the Japanese and the Chinese products shows both significant color fading as well as the ink layer being stiff and wrinkled. The TY-300 is extremely stable, and it prints without issues if taken care of properly. All DTF devices are sensitive to cleaning due to the ink properties for this type of applications. If left without cleaning, the ink will solidify to a state where the ink turns from a liquid state to an elastic mass, which can compromise especially the airtight seal between the cap tops and the print heads. In the case that air is sifting through the seal due to lack of cleaning, or if the cap tops are worn and needs replacing, ink may dry in the nozzles of the print heads. This leads to missing or deflected nozzles, which again results in poor print quality, which in turn results in time and ink spent for recovery and potentially cost for repair. A well-maintained printer assures a stable production where the device is ready to use without too much hassle. TY-300 provides maintenance sequences which are optimized for DTF ink. Selecting start-of-day cleanings as well as end-of-day cleanings, the operator is guided through the necessary steps, making sure that the printer is well taken care of. Printhead nozzle refresher, cleaning sheets, and the SPG2CL cleaning liquid are items used for start-of-day cleanings and also in the case of not being able to recover non-printing nozzles. For daily shutdown cleaning, cleaning sticks are needed as well. The supplied QR codes provides easy access to further information and explanations. There are 2 workflows available to manually clean the TY-300. The startup cleaning should be performed as a preparation to start a series of print productions. The startup cleaning is also the manual cleaning we perform in the case that cleaning is needed to fix missing or misaligned nozzles. The display will explain all necessary steps to ensure that the printer is cleaned properly. Prepare the head cleaner by folding the cleaning tissue 3 times according to the touchscreen instructions. Attach it to the head cleaner and apply cleaning liquid using the pipette. Clean the first printhead by wiping the surface 5 times. Replace the cleaning tissue, add cleaning liquid and clean the second printhead. When cleaning the printheads, take care not to scratch the surfaces. This concludes the startup cleaning. The steps for daily shutdown cleaning are similar to the startup cleaning, but there are additional steps which must be performed as well. Daily shutdown cleaning is a thorough cleaning process which includes the wiper, the cap tops and the pads, as well as cleaning the printheads. The aim is to remove all excess ink while it is still in a liquid state, which makes it easier to clean rather than dried ink. The daily shutdown cleaning also ensures that the seal between printheads and cap tops is in a good condition, protecting the nozzles, and that the wiper is in a good shape to perform the automated cleaning cycles. Remove all dried up ink from the cap tops using the tweezer. Many printhead related issues are due to poorly maintained cap tops. Then use a cleaning stick to clean the wiper. Clean the cap top seals thoroughly to secure a good contact when the printheads are capped. Remove ink residue on the felt in the cap tops using a cleaning stick. Use the pipette to wet the cap tops. Opening the flushing cover provides access to the wiper cleaner, which is to be cleaned with a cleaning stick. Apply cleaning liquid to the sponge and gently spray the wiper. The last part is cleaning the sides of the printheads. The printheads are located in the maintenance area of the printer during the manual cleaning process. Take care not to touch the nozzle rows located on the surface of the printheads.